Hello, welcome to HB Ingredients. Again, we just tempered this now, so this chocolate's nice and ready for us. So I'm just quickly going to show you a little bit about dipping again. This is a question I get asked all the time, and it's quite simple. It's very easy to do. A little bit of practice and a few little cheats and techniques will just help you along a little bit. We've made some fondant creams here. These are quite sticky, so again, I would always pre-bottom these. By pre-bottom, I just mean putting some chocolate on the base, from the side, so you get a nice chocolate base on there. For two reasons we do this. Let me just show you exactly what I mean. So I'm putting a base on there. We do this for two reasons. One, if you just put this straight into the chocolate, dip it, bring it out. When you bring this off, you'll actually leave three sort of lines from your fork, and it'll actually expose the actual underneath of the chocolate, your actual centre bit, the fondant. And that really, one, it's difficult to get off your fork. It sticks to your fork because the fondant's sticky. But also, leaving that exposed means that air can get at it. And if air can get at it, then you're going to shorten the shelf life. So having a good base on things that are soft or sticky is always a good thing to do. By that, all I mean is palette knife into the chocolate, okay, and just dip it across the back. So you just put a little bit of chocolate on the bottom. So one, it'll make it easier for you to take off on the fork, and secondly, will help to extend the shelf life because you don't want to leave it exposed. And literally, it's just onto a parchment paper or silicone paper, and then just let it set. Because it's onto a cold marble slab on here, it will take literally seconds to set it off, but will just make you dipping your chocolates a lot easier. So once they're on there, again, earlier on I did a test on the chocolate, and we know that looks really good, so I'm really happy with the set on that and the shine on that. I've given the chocolate a really good stir, and we're ready to go. So again, don't be afraid when you dip in, don't be shy of it. Again, I've bent my fork to allow me to get onto the surface of the chocolate without touching the sides. Again, chuck it in, flick it over, tap it on the surface. And again, the tapping on the surface just helps pull the chocolate off it, so you've not got too much chocolate on there, so you get a nice thin shell. Bounce it on the surface gently, and then scrape it across the side just to take the excess off the bottom. And then just drop it onto the parchment paper. Again, slight angle. Let it drop off. When you get to the edge, again, pull towards you or away from you to stop the tails. And it's quite simple. Once you get it going quite quickly, it's quite easy to do. So again, onto the thing, dip, 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 tap, tap, tap. Scrape the back onto parchment paper. As it slides off. Get into the chocolate. Tap it away. That also helps take the air bubbles off as well. If you get little air bubbles on the chocolate, it also helps to pull those off as well. And again, just scrape it off and onto the parchment paper. I'll just do one more for you. Again, at this point you can also do the marking, so if you wanted to finish them with a little mark, you can actually then, just as they're setting at this point, you need to just wipe your fork. At this point here, you can actually pull the chocolate or make a mark. So you tend to push it and then drag it across, or drag it and pull it. So again, you can make different marks or different finishes. You can do single lines. You see that? So you can do single lines, things like that, just to finish the chocolates off and make them look a bit different.